guess what do you say to your guys after a tough loss like this in the locker room?
Our guys are resilient. They'll bounce back. There's a lot of football left to be played, and these guys are going to fight tooth and nail to the end. I know them well enough to know that.
What was it about the 3-3-5 that was giving you guys trouble?
They've done a good job 2 years in a row. So a lot of credit to them. We can't make mistakes like that and beat people in our league, particularly a team that comes in undefeated and riding a wave like that. We can't drop balls and can't make bad calls as a coordinator. We can't turn it over. We can't take sacks. And they played well, and we missed a lot of opportunities.
Is there anything that you weren't expecting that they threw at you defensively?
No, they did what we were expecting for the most part, which is kind of unusual. Usually we see things from people that we aren't expecting. I think we had the right stuff in. We had the right stuff ready. And some points in the game we executed really well and played well, and others we didn't.
Scott, there was a couple, I think 3rd down 5, 3rd down 7, you ran both of them, one of them in the red zone. Was there something you were trying to catch them there in, or what?
No, those runs sometimes on 3rd and medium one was a triple option, trying to get the ball in Marcus's hands. The other is a run pass read, where if we get a look, we're throwing it. And just on both of those two plays that you're talking about, they were in a look where we had a run read and we couldn't get the 5. And as many times as possible, I want the ball in Marcus's hands in those situations, but sometimes they don't give you the look to make that happen.
Scott, how would you assess Marcus's play overall tonight?
I think he did well and he battled. He wasn't 100% healthy coming out of the last game, and we again trying not to run him a whole lot, but I thought he made some unbelievable throws and played his tail off. All of us just came up short.
Seems like Marcus and his receivers weren't on the same page a few times tonight. What was going on with that?
We had a couple double moves called, and a couple young receivers that probably should have kept going on the route and shut it down. That's going to happen with some young guys. It hasn't shown up too much yet this season, but showed up a couple times tonight.
Obvious.
Scott, how much do the injuries play into the injuries on the offensive line play into something like this? Is it just the youth and?
I'm proud of the guys we have. They're battling. And we're down some guys on the front line, but that's not an excuse. It affects us. But listen, we're going to go to war with these guys, and we got a lot more games to play.
Scott, is there a call you really want back right now?
Call I want back. I want all of them back right now. If I could start the whole thing over, obviously. No, most of our play calls have a lot of things built into them where the ball can go to a lot of places, and like those 3rd down calls. Obviously I would call something else, but those are the things we decide going into the game are the best in those situations. And like I said, the ball can be thrown on a couple of them and run on a couple others, depending on what the defense gives you. So we always want to call our offensive plays to give us the best chance against what they're giving us, and that's what it was.
In that last series, how did you completely expect Marcus to step up and lead you back?
Yeah, I always expect Marcus to be able to make a play. Thought their kid made a good play, and it was a 3-man rush, and they covered us in 2-man, and kid made a good play. We just didn't need to be in that situation where we were behind the 8 ball like that, and we put ourselves there.